If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah.
This is Diamond Suites and Residences. It's a 3-star hotel. And then here we have hotel rooms and condominium units. So our condominium rooms are 102 total rooms. And then we also have, the hotel rooms is 102. And then the condominium units are 17 units. So, ano siya. Anyway, I'll show you the differences between of our.
Hi, good afternoon. We are here to conduct an interview entitled A Day in the Life of a Front Desk Clerk. So here is Mr. Jomar Bilocora, one of the front desk clerk in Diamond Suites and Residences.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, madam.
So here's our number 1. How's your life as a front desk clerk?
Mhm. Actually, we call ourselves here as a not a front office clerk, but we call ourselves here as a guest service associate, and we are at the front desk. We are assigned at the front desk, and our task is to process the check-in of the guest and also the check-out. At the same time, we also process their settlement of their bills. So our experience here, we enjoy. Actually, it's a happy experience working in Diamond Suites. Though it's only a 3-star hotel, but we are practicing here a 5-star hotel services. We provide that to our guests.
How do you plan to deal with angry customers?
Working in the hotel, that's a very common situation or experience that we can experience here in the hotel, because there are some guests who are irate people. So um, by the time that they tell us or they confront us that regarding the complaints, like suko na kayo sila kanang nas like complaints about sa room, yun like that. First and foremost, we listen first to the guest, and then after na mo sila mapaminaw, so we empathize. We put ourselves into their part. Kung if ever kami ang nasa ilang posisyon, what would we feel or what would I feel? So after that, we apologize, because even though it's not directly as your fault, but sangan lang nakuan siya na disturb siya or kanang it caused him some inconvenience. That's why mag-apologize with me, and then after that we take action in order to solve that issues or that complaint from the guest. So actually in our hotel what we call that, we call that here as heat. So each H represents hearing or listening, and then E represents empathize. So we put ourselves into their situation. A is we apologize, and then T is we take action in order to solve that issue. So in order to achieve the customer satisfaction, we always try our best to regain back the guest satisfaction.
What are your career goals in the hotel field?
Um, Actually, to be honest, I'm an industrial engineering by profession. Um, Shock lang ko na ako din. Then ito, at first, I worked before in MEPSA, as a process engineer. Pero, I find it boring man good. Kanang, siguro sa akong personality, which is, who is kanang murag, I like to interact people. Every day ganahan ko nga nakoy kastorya, di lang kay kanang naro ko sa production nga murag ang akong growth of benefit is less ba. So I decided to try another career, which is which I landed here in the customer service sa hotel industry again. So akong career plan, yeah, nakoy plano nga nakoy plano nga mag-abroad pohon, but I have to gain experience here lang sa first. Siguro kamo mo sa di ba? Nag-wish mo sa mo someday na. Pero
Yeah.
taas pag demand sa gawas, di ba? So before mo na, that's why before ko mo plano sa gawas o paglarga sa gawas, at least na ako enough experience diri, which is magamit sa nako if by the time mag-apply na ako.
Why do you want to work in this hotel?
Specific here sa Diamond din, no?
Hmm.
It just so happen nga when I apply right away na-hire din ko, mga 2 days lang na-hire din ko. So when I tried it, na-enjoy na ko. Moto lang. Wala man ko specific kanang sa ining gusto lang sa akong career, but I just want to work in a place nga happy ko. So which is happy ko dito sa Diamond. In fact, mga almost 2 years na ko din.
What have you done to improve your hotel knowledge in the last year?
I always learn from my experience lang. Every time na ay mga mistakes nga mabuhat na mo towards the guest, or mga negligence mabuhat na mo, we always keep that as our learning. Nag-learn gud mi ana. So that's why mga next situation or next guest na sad, we always make sure nga katong mga mistakes nga nahitabo, di na rumavoid na to siya. So that's why kanang lang, like the normal people lang gud, kanang we just always learn from our experience lang.
Why do you think you should do well as the service associate?
Whatever is your work, you can always do well naman as long as you're happy and you enjoy what you're doing. So on my part, nagdugay lang ko to ani nga job na ko because I'm happy, and naglong ko for to learn more in a hotel and in work to this kind of industry, to learn more, at least magamit na ko by the time mag-apply ko to pohon sa abroad. So inana, I can work better lang because I have the happy feeling.
Okay. What motivates you to do your best as a front office
For me, my
associate?
motivation is my family raman. Kay I'm working not just for myself, but also I'm working for my family. Namgay times nga kanang atong gibuhat is not just for ourselves lang, or pwede sa kanang siyempre we're working to earn and then to support our needs, our living, di ba? So ana lang kanang nag-support lang ako sa akong parents.
So, why do you decided to work in the hotel?
Kana siya. I think na-mention ko na siya earlier. I worked before katong sa MEPSA as a process engineer. Though that work is actually in lines to my profession, but I just find it boring lang yun. And then the growth of I find it when it comes to my growth of benefit, I find it less murag mas stuck lang ko dito ba inana murag ko kanang lesser siya og kanang growth of benefit bitaw. So nag-try ko ani, especially my sister sad is already in Singapore, so she tells me nga at least nalo ko experience diri kay she can help me to work hopefully in Singapore po.
Okay. What were your expectations as a front office associate and how far have you achieved that?
Ako expectations before kay lisod gud siya kay especially you will be dealing with people, different personality, different attitudes, may nana. But at somehow when I already in the situation na at first kuyawan ko pero na-overcome ron ako kay I find people manggod nga kanang though na ay mga irate people mga especially kanang mga high-end people nga murag entitlement sa kayo. So di kay wa kay ko nang focus nila. I focus on those people nga mo appreciate bitaw with the way you serve them. So once ma-satisfied nan sila, happy sa ko sa akong sa akong feelings at kay my expectation man is this experience as a guest service associate could makahatag na ko og kanang enough lessons ba or experience na which I could use someday by the time nga magkuan ako mag-abroad po. Naamgay times nga kanang atong gibuhat is not just for ourselves lang or for this kanang siyempre we're working to earn and then to support our needs, our living, di ba? So ana lang kanang nag-support na ako sa akong parents.
So why do you decided to work in the hotel?
Oh, kana siya. I think na-mention ko na siya earlier. I worked before katong sa MEPSA as a process engineer. Though that work is actually in lines to my profession, but I just find it boring lang yun. And then the growth of I find it when it comes to my growth of benefit, I find it less murag mas stuck lang ko dito ba inana murag ko kanang lesser siya og kanang growth of benefit bitaw. So nag-try ko ani, especially my sister sad is already in Singapore, so she tells me nga at least nalo ko experience diri kay she can help me to work hopefully in Singapore po.
Okay. What were your expectations as a front office associate and how far have you achieved that?
Ako expectations before kay lisod gud siya kay especially you will be dealing with people, different personality, different attitudes, may nana. But at somehow when I already in the situation na at first kuyawan ko pero na-overcome ron ako kay I find people manggod nga kanang though na ay mga irate people mga especially kanang mga high-end people nga murag entitlement sa kayo. So di kay wa kay ko nang focus nila. I focus on those people nga mo appreciate bitaw with the way you serve them. So once ma-satisfied nan sila, happy sa ko sa akong sa akong feelings at kay my expectation man is this experience as a guest service associate could makahatag na ko og kanang enough lessons ba or experience nga which I could use someday by the time nga magkuan ako.
What interests you what interests you as front office associate?
Kuan lang. I just love this work lang kay at first katong visit lang ko hotel murag ganahan ko sa uniform. Inana so interesado ko to work this in this industry kay murag more on kuan jud kayo ba kanang professional jud ang dating bitaw kay you wear this uniform and then you represent the kuan ito sa hotel kang image sa hotel. So kung okay ang image nga mahatag nimo sa guest, eventually okay sa dang ilang impression sa
As
hotel.
a guest service associate in this hotel, what can be your contribution to improve the hotel further?
Actually, pag abot na ako din sa hotel, sa Diamond, daghan pa kay siya kuan kanang mga when it comes to operation daghan pa kay kuwang ba. Kay kanang especially ang mga forms namo, ang mga registration card, daghan di pa kayo to di pa kayo siya kanang wala pa siya mga policies dito, unsay mga policy and kanang rules and policy ani nga hotel wala na state dito. So ang guest dili sila aware nga kanang sa mga policy. So moto nga akong gikuan I told the front office manager nga kanang what if inani atong kuan, inani atong buhaton, butangan tani inana like that. So na-change siya ang among registration card. So by the time pag-abot sa guest, eventually amo sad silang ipabasa ug unsay rules and procedures and policy sa diri sa hotel sa ilahang pag-check-in. So mo na nga if ever na sila ma-consume sa minibar, aware sila nga na siya charge. If ever unsay ilang i-order sa restaurant, aware sila nga na sila charge. So check out nila by the time that mo-check out sila, there's no more argument na mahitabo kay kanang aware naman sila kung unsay ilang mga bayranan. Diba? So smooth na ang operation.
What made you choose to apply as a guest service associate?
When I apply here, even though kuan ko kanang engineer ko, pero I have this feeling manggod nga kanang when it comes to entertaining people or entertaining guests, I can still do that and I can even stand out most into that particular industry. So I just try lang and then good thing nga the time nga nag-interview ko sa GM, sa general manager, misalig ra sad siya sa ko nga I can perform the job and gi-promise na ko nila nga trainable ko nga pagkatao. So katong during my training I try my best to catch up right away gud nga makasabtan gid ako sa akong trabaho. So eventually, since repetitive task raman me, everyday check in, everyday check out, so eventually ma-master lagi na nimo.
How do you handle guest complaints?
Guest complaints. Kuan, inana lang katong gisulti nako earlier regarding atong we call that heat, di ba? So init na kayang feeling sa guest dong, suko na kayo sila sa inyo ha. So kuan lang, maminaw lang nila. After maminaw nila, mauba sir, inana day ang nahitabo. Imo day imagine dayon nga what if ikaw nasa sitwasyon. So unsay mo ma-feel, so probably masuko sad me. So eventually ni sympathize me sa guest nga bitaw sir no how sad ana mo na nitabo. But regarding that sir, we apologize for that inconvenience that caused you. So inana lang. And kuan, we always ask for an apology lang. After that, we take action. We call some departments, katong mga helping departments namo. Hindi man exactly kami lang mo nagtrabaho din eh. Naman sa may mga helping departments like housekeeping, maintenance, IT people, nasa may mga helping departments na namo sila. So whatever the problem nga ma-encounter sa guest or kanang very common issues man is kining mga kanang mo down ang wifi. So labi na ang guest is dili aware nga nag-uwan sa gawas. Normally muhinim gyud ang wifi labi na nag-uwan sa gawas, di ba? So di sila aware nga nag-uwan sa gawas, so mo na biso sila kasuko ana ano inani man na. So explain na mo tarong nga mao ni nahitabo, and then that's very normal na mahinay siya kadiyot. So in a few minutes basi mo balik ra na siya. Okay ra kada.
What do you know about the hotel management?
Theoretically wala jud koy less ra kay kung naibaw-an. But when it comes sa experience, makaingon, what I know is that we always make sure to meet our goal, and our goal is to satisfy the guest and make them feel that this hotel, this Diamond Suites is their second home. Kay they're not just paying here for ano ba for this is this hotel is I mean staying in a hotel is not a necessity ba but this is a luxury, di ba? So what they are paying is not the rooms, but it's actually the experience. Unsay ilang unsay experience nila, unsay nagbayad sila para maka-experience sila nga maka-stay sila sa Diamond. Mo nay kanang kanang mentality sa guest. So that's why amo na siyang gi-make sure nga in sa guest happy kay sila, inigawas nila happy sa sila.
What are the most recent skills you have learned as a guest service associate?
I learned here to establish rapport. Rapport is very important. Kanang having a good customer service relationship with with towards the guest. Normally magud ang mga guest nga mga maayo gyud, mo appreciate magud sila sa imong pagka maayo mo assist ba. So kuan kay sila, grateful kay sila ba. Muna nga kanang eventually maka-establish may rapport nila kanang kuan mo na siya nga kanang by the time nga ma-friends na namo sila, magsige na sila balik-balik din eh. Happy na kayo sila.
Why are unsatisfied customers important to handle with care and politeness?
Of course, they are we treat them, we handle them with care kay kung ano naman sila kanang sensitive naman sila nga pagkatao na naman sila bad impact,
Huloy!
Seriously?
Yung gitang-tang ang guitar.
kuha na siya, power supply na siya.
Halaha!
So, balik uno.
Balik.
Okay, balik.
Sige kayo mo rin ako na kapag
Okay. Why are unsatisfied customers important to handle with care and politeness?
Yes, we handle them with care because they're already unsatisfied naman. So, in order to regain the guest satisfaction, we make sure that every move or every service that we going to give to the guest could should satisfy him na, and kanang kuan gyud katong yung VIP treatment na gyud nga nga by the time nga mo check out siya, though whatever his or her experience nga katong during nga nag-complain siya, ma-erase to siya tungod kay eventually although nami unsatisfied siya to sa at some point, but at least sa other side sad kuan sa siya satisfied kay siya, so ma-erase na siya eventually. So ma-notice naman na namo, like for example na guess dili nga kanang complain kayo kay kuan nahitabo na diri before kanang morally kanang sipyat lang sa I mean front office error lang sad ba, kanang the guest was not able the guest is already requested for a wake up call and yet wala siya na wake up call. So kana man good, especially kana mga na sila mga important mga lakaw may na, di ba, meetings like katong mga kanang mga guests na mga who are into business, so time is they are very particular with the time good. So mo na we give them kuan lang kanang complimentary nga, sir, we apologize nga to na itabo ana, and yet we will in order to regain your satisfaction, we will provide you a gift certificate like this like that, and eventually ma-happy man sana sila kay tagaan mo sa free dinner, free breakfast. So eventually maski unsa man tong issues iyahang kuan, iyahang na experience, ma-erase ra to kay di man ka nga free na gud siya dinner. So kanang happy naman siya, and then ma-notice ra man na namo kay mga in a few months or in a few weeks mobalik ra ang guest. So eventually meaning kuan na siya kanang wala ra kay to niya na big deal may nana.
How much do you love your job as the guest service associate in this hotel?
I love it so much and I enjoy it. I'm happy working here, and then I'm looking forward for more experiences pa, like working also in other in more bigger hotels than this, kanang kuan as a front office staff gyapon. Ganahan gyapon ko nga mag-work as a front office staff as a guest service associate.
How do you introduce yourself with high society gripes?
I just be myself lang. I just be myself. I just greet them well, be polite, be kuan lang kanang always have this feeling that I'm happy in serving them, in entertaining them. So eventually ang guests that ma-appreciate na sana nila kay mura bitaw dili lang kaingon nga ang imong itsura bitaw mura lang napugos ba tungod kay trabaho nimo, but you are happy that you help them or that nga naabot sila welcome gud kay sila sa Diamond. So welcome sila today and they are much welcome pohon pa kung inigbalik nila pohon.
So next, if you had the opportunity to be promoted into higher ranks in the hotel, would you take that opportunity?
Of course. Okay, that means na the management sees a potential from you. Diba? Anybody man siguro loves a promotion man, diba? That, diba? Like for kamo, ma-promote mo pohon, GM mo pohon, diba? Pero
GM.
Pero kuan sad hopefully lang wa kay ko nag-look forward nga mo work yun for the rest of my life. So siguro after having an experience of being an employee like mga around 30 or 40, I wanted to venture also on my own. So daily hotel pero I wanted also to be self-employed ba, like I should have my own business like that na ba. So same thing sa inyo hopefully, di ba, yung sa may ganahan niya may empleyado for the rest of our life, di ba.
Kapoy po. Like a boss.
So at least kamo by that time kamo na say owner, di ba. Owner sa Julie Hotel. Julie's Hotel.
Julie's Big Shop.
Okay. In your day-to-day life as a guest service associate, facing different guests and handling guest complaints, haven't you thought about quitting your job and planning to look for another job?
Never, never.
Why?
Wala ko ka do di man ko matarugog mo ina lang. Naa may mga instances nga kana here as a front desk we don't take personal ina nga mga kanang mga complaints without we don't take that personal. In fact, maluoy mi sa guest kay ni-experience siya ginana nga mga issues, di ba? So, quitting is not an option. In fact, I consider it as a challenge. By next time, I could work better. I could perform my job.
I guess this all for today. And thank you, Mr. Jomar Bilocora, for this great opportunity to be with you today. That's all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Belocura.